Fine. So yeah, I'm I guess live now. So yeah, hello everyone. I'm Vashish Patel, Replit Rap, and we are here for the React app for building and get started with the React and Replit platform. Right. So yeah, let's get started. We'll just wait for 5 more minutes and then we'll start the session. This would be a hands-on session, and you all have to just have your laptops with you, and I'll just give you a quick task at the last, and then I'll also announce, like I'll not announce, but uh, you will be having one form on one Google form, and you need to fill that form, and I'll, based on your response, I'll give you a hacker plan, right? If your friend is there, just tell them that event is live now, so that they can join. I guess video is leaking. Is it so? Let me check. Okay, just a minute. So is it fine now? Okay, fine. So, hey Adi, this event is for the Replit introduction and how to get started with the React. So we'll be basically we'll basically build one React app in which build like we'll not build we can I have a template for the dias, and I'll just show you how you can build a React app and set the React routers, right? So I guess this is pretty much clear, Adi. Fine. So I guess now we should start. So let me share the screen. So okay. Now I guess it should visible. Okay. So is it visible? Yeah, fine. Okay, cool. So basically, I'm a Rapid Rep, ambassador, or you can say representative of Replit, and today we'll be building a React app, and I'll give you a hacker plan to those who will interact more in the chat. So yeah. So first of all, we'll just let's just clarify the agenda. Like we'll first build a React app in my local computer. Then I'll show you how you can just push your local application to the GitHub, and from the Replit, we'll just import your GitHub repo, your GitHub repository in Replit platform, and then we'll just navigate to the different components of the React and how you can build a simple React app. Fine. So yeah, let me show you first. I have built a simple application, a React application. For building a React application, you just need to type a command. So let me first do this. So here, this is the Git bash. I guess you know. So let me expand it. Okay. So you just need to type a command to build a React, but for that you should have a Node.js installed in your machine. So just a minute. Let me just show you the Node.js website. You can just download Node.js if you are having your Linux and Windows, macOS. Then the downloads will be different. As I'm using Windows, you have to download the LTS version and just install in your system. And you can just verify your node version by typing node dash dash version, and if it gives like this, then it is like the node is installed in your machine, right? So yes, now we'll just make a simple React app using npx command. So after installing Node, you have to install React in your Node. So for that, you just need to type npm install React. Then it will just install React in your machine. And after installing the React, you just need to build a React app with the command called npx create react app, then your app name. So I'll just type npx create react app, and we'll just type app name. The app name would be like anything you can write. Just I'll just type create your repos. You can just create your different repos, means a repository in your language, and you can code there. You can just type your different commands in the terminal, and meanwhile you can host your website in the server. So I guess you have registered one form to attend this event, right? So that form is also hosted on Replit. So let me show you that form so you can see. So you see, I have built this REPL, and this is the website. So it will take some time to load. So let's wait. Okay. Mm, it is taking too much time to load. Fine. So I guess this command will take some more time. So we need to just wait for that. But I'm having a already one. So just this is my app. Just I have created 5 minutes ago. So I'll just open a Git bash here, and I'll just type a command called npm start. So npm start is command to start the React server. So I just hit an enter, then it will start a React server. So let's just wait for 10 seconds. So yeah, you can see our React server is live. It is live on localhost 300. So this is a localhost server. It is a local server to my machine. So this will like this will not be this link will not be working in your machine, right? But if I share this link, then this is hosted on Replit. This website which you have registered to this for this event, this is hosted in the Replit. Uh, as soon as I change anything in this in any file, then the change will be reflected to the website, right? And for that, I just need to restart the server, and you have to do this in this is Angular, that's why. But in React, it is very simple. You can just edit, and if you Control S, just save, then the changes will be reflected to the website, right? uh, so React is a lightweight front end for basically a front end framework for in it's a basically a package in which you can just build your front end logic. You can just make a front end website, but it is not for the back end one, right? And after importing this React app into our Replit, we'll just make this dia how you can make a page in React app, right? And for that we'll use router. So basically, router is to routing a pages. Means if you want to go from one page to another page, then you will have to use routers in React, right? Basically, this is one type of routing, that this is a test.html. If you type something else, then it will show some other page, right? But right now it is test.html, then it will show you the test file, right? So I guess this is clear. So now let's see our, okay, so you see our this intro replit is built successfully, right? It has taken around I guess much time too much time to build this. It is built using 1393 packages, so it is too much. And so let me see the folder. So you see, this is the intro replit, and let me kill this server. This was the my app, and now I want to just open this newly created React server. So first, I'll just navigate to this intro replit folder. Basically, cd and space intro replit is you just go to the that particular folder. Okay, so now we are in intro replit, and now we can fire the command npm start. So npm start will start the React server for this intro replit website, React website. So I'll just type npm start. Okay, I guess everything is fine. Is router and live server equal? No. Basically, router is to navigate between the pages, and server is the platform from where you host your website, right? So, routing and server are totally different. We'll see how. So, let me show you this. This REPL is a server you can consider, and I'm navigating to the different pages. Like this is a slash something here. After the routes, it is showing submissions. Then after routes slash submission, that slash submission is a you can consider route. The navigate, you are navigating to a submission.ts file, and the server on which the website is hosted, that's called a server, right? So I guess this is clear. Fine. So let me close this one as well. So yeah, our React app for that intro replit is also working perfectly, and it is live on local host. And this 3000 is a port on which our website is live. So let me just close these and open this intro replit in my VS Code first of all. So yes, and let's see first the package.json. So the package.json is a file in which the all the configuration of your React app is situated. So basically, this name is your folder or a project name. This is a version of your project, and this is some dependencies and scripts. So right now you don't need to just go through from all the this stuff, but you have to just learn what are the dependencies. So here we have some dependencies like just slash dom, react user events, react dom, react scripts, and web vitals. So what are these all the packages? So these packages are for to just uh, basically just to run your React app. Okay, these all packages are helping to run your React app, right? So that's fine. And if you want to add new package, like if you require any other modules, then you have to just install the packages in your React app. And for that you will use commands that npm install then space you will enter your packet name. So let's just do that stuff, but we'll do after we import in a Replit, because all of the coding we'll do in Replit platform. So because basically the event is for Replit, that's why. So yeah, uh, cool. I'll just scale this server, and now I have just created a GitHub repository in my GitHub account. So this is my GitHub account, and I have created an empty repo called Replit Intro. I guess all of you know this GitHub platform, how this works. Fine. So I guess this is very simple. Just you have to create your account in your Replit platform, and from here you just click on plus sign and just click on this new repository, right? And after that, just these are some instruction on how you can create your new repo and just import to the GitHub, right? So I'll just copy all of this stuff, not all of this stuff from here. So okay, fine. So I am into the intro Replit folder. So first, this is having this master symbol here. So basically, our GitHub, this folder is initialized to GitHub, and now I'll just add all the files to the staging area, and I'll commit Replit. So basically this commit is to show some message to other person, like if any other collaborator is there, then you have to just commit like this, and it will commit all the things into this. And now I'll just navigate to the main branch, because the remote branch of GitHub is main, and this is a local branch. So basically this master is showing the branch. Like if you are working in some company, then you will not commit directly to the main branch. You will be having your separate branches. From there you will just create different stuff. You can just taste different stuff, and if all of things are fine, then only your code will be integrated into the main branch, right? So now I'll just navigate to the main branch. For that, I just type git branch dash capital M, then main. So you see, we are in our main branch, right? And now I'll just add the origin. Origin means I want to add a link to this uh, particular repository, right? So I'll just paste it here, and I'll just now push this all code into the GitHub, right? So I'll just do this like this: git push dash u origin then main. And now if I click on refresh, then you see all of our code is now here in our Replit intro. And you see initialize project using create react app and all this stuff. So yeah, this all things are done in just one commit. So yes, and let me show you the package.json. So you see this is intro Replit, and our previous project was also that project which I have pushed was also intro Replit. Fine, cool. Now from here you just go to your dashboard, and from here you can just create. Now you can just create your account if you are not having in Replit, and then you have to just click on this create. And if you want to use any template, then you can use any template, and these all templates are available here. React template is also available, but I was supposed to just get started with React. That's why I show you how you can just create your simple React app. Fine. So yes, fine. So let me show you how this Replit intro is imported from that template. And this template will look like this. It is almost similar to our template that we have just created before, but it is having some a bit different stuff. That's why I have not used this template. But yes, if you are comfortable, then you can just use this one. Fine. So this is the Replit dia. Let's just close it. Let's just close it. Right now, I have. I'll just import our intro Replit folder to this Replit platform, and for that, I'll just click on this import from GitHub, and for that you have to authenticate your Replit platform to the GitHub, right? You have to just click on authorize and just give all the permissions so that this Replit platform can get the keys and all stuff for committing your changes to the GitHub and all stuff, right? So I'll just so you see this is Replit intro that we have created just now. It is available here, and the language is Node.js because we have used Node.js, and in the Node.js we are having our React. Fine. I'll just make it public, and I'll just type import from GitHub, and now all the files will be imported from GitHub. And now let's just wait for some moments while this import all this stuff. Fine. So let's wait. Uh, Meanwhile, just let's just see all some other different stuff here in our React. So basically, this is src folder, means source folder, from where you will code all stuff. Fine, you don't need to add anything in the public. If you want to add your bootstrap cdns and all stuff, you can just open this index.html and you can just add here. Fine. And you can just also edit your title of your React app, but for now I'll just leave it here as a React app. And all the stuff that you write in source folder will be added into this root division tag, right? All the code will be in under this division, only in this division. Fine. So it is fine. Now let's just see this index.js. So this index.js is a starting point of our React app. So let's just see if it is. So yeah, it is available now. So let's just close this VS Code because we don't need anything for that. Fine. Now this is the layout of your Replit, and here let's just close it. So you see, I'm having a hacker plan. So I'm having a CPU and 4 gigs of RAM and 1 gigs of storage per REPL. Fine. And these are the all files. You see, the all files are same as our local. And this is .replit file. It is by default open, and from where you can just configure the run commands, like which command you want to run. I'll just leave it as default because I just need this npm run start. It will start the React server. Fine. So let's just click on done, and let's wait until this. Okay, fine. So now let me open this index.js. So I right click on this, it will show you this all different options that you can just rename your file. You can open the tab, this open the pane. If you want to open another pane, then you just need to click on the pane, and then you can have different files. Like you can just drag and drop like these as well. So this is awesome, right? And here you are having your shell. If I click on ls, it will list all the files, like which files are having in your Replit wrap. This is this particular wrap. And fine. So this is all about this shell. Like you can type all the commands that you type in your Ubuntu machine or your any Linux machine that you are using. And here this is the console that from where if you click on run, then all the console stuff will appear here, right? So Yeah, this is just fine. So let me see. Okay. Why don't you use Replit? Okay, yes, Hugo. I guess I'm in Replit now. Uh, Fine. Cool. So basically, just I just wanted to give you some idea that how you can create the React app in your local machine as well, and how you can import, how you can push your local React app to the GitHub, and how you can import that repo from GitHub to the Replit. That's why I have just firstly show you how you can create locally that React app. Fine. So I guess it's fine. You go. Fine. Cool. Great. Now, fine. So this is the index.js. This is the entry point of our React app, and this is the component. This app.js is the component, and here we are having this react.strict mode, because this strict mode and unstrict mode are two different modes from where you can just code. For now, leave it. It's not required right now. And this is the app component, and all the code which is here will be added here. Fine, will be replaced with this component. This is the syntax basically. Okay, I guess this if you are familiar with image tag in HTML, then you can find similar tag there, right? And this is the opening and closing tag of React. And this root is we are getting this root element from this index.html file. So you see we are having this id as a root, and we are just getting that root here by react.dom dot create a root in the braces document.get element by id, then a root, right? And these are some imports, the basic packages. These are by default. You don't need to just edit anything, just leave it right now. So let's just type the command that npm install. So you see, initially we have created this that React app. Then it was taking too much time to get all the packages, and from here as well you have to just install all the package by npm install. So if you click on enter, then this terminal will import all the packages which are here in your package.json. So it will take just a few minutes in Replit because it is too much fast. So fine, let's just wait for a moment. Okay, fine. So now you see all the packages are now imported in node modules. Fine, but it will not visible. And now we can just start our React server. So this is the package.json file. I just close it and just close this index.html as well. And let's first see this app.js, but for that let's just start this server so you can get more clear. You just need to start, you just need to click this button called start, and it will start the development server. And it would be live on this network, but it will not visible. I'll just click on this button, and it will redirect to this page, and you see our website is live on this on the internet, right? I'll just click on control c, and I'll just paste in another browser, so just you can get familiar that you can just confirm that the website is live on the server. Fine. So basically this initial page is coming from this app component, and you see we are having app header, then we are having this logo, basically this rounded shape. This React logo is coming from here, and this text from which is edit src.js is coming from this p tag, and this learn React anchor tag is coming from here, right? So I'll just edit a few lines. So if I click on this, then it will refresh the page. And you see, if I refresh, like I just, so you see, if I refresh, then all the stuff is gone, right? If I add something, hello, Replit, and you see, after some time the page will automatically be refreshed. But if it is not refreshing, then you just need to type to refresh here, and then you see this live changes are happening here. Fine. And you can see that here as well, but I guess it is not refreshing simultaneously, so we just leave it here. But definitely you can just view your website from here as well. It is a web view which is provided by Replit. Fine. Now fine, so this is the server, it is working. And now let's just clear this all stuff, all header, and I'll just type something. Hello, Roughly. So let's just verify this as well. So you see, it is working. It is showing hello Replit. Fine. Let me add in the header tag, so it is more clear. Fine. So if I click on refresh, so yeah, now see, it is in header tag. Fine. Now this is a basic overview of React. And you see, if you know a basic about React, then you see this is the function. This is the app function, the name called app. The function name is f, and in here we are just returning this whole thing. Basically this would be considered as a division node, and we are just returning it to this particular index.js. So this code, this division class name, this code will be replaced by this app component. And this all root.render will that this let me show you the index.html. So this division root will be replaced by this root.render. Fine. So this is the basic flow of React. So let's just close it. And so let me just clear this as well. It is not required right now. So now we'll just add that dia in our, okay, let me open it in a browser. This dia will integrate this dia in our website in the front page. Fine. But then I guess we also need one router as well. So let's just, for now, I'll make one component, and I'll add that component in the app component. Fine. And this app component will be in the index.js. Understood? So I'll just add a file. Basically, I'll first add a folder in which I'll add all the components, because this is the basic way. I mean, official way to add your components in your React app. So all the components you add, just add your all the components in this in a particular folder. Just list out all the things that what you need for your website. Fine. So I'll just add this component folder. Fine. And now from here you can just add a new file. Fine. So I just called it as dias.js. So this is the JavaScript file, and in which we'll just build our logic for this dia. Fine. For that, we also need a CSS file to add the styles in our dia. So you see here, we are having this app.css file, right? So basically that initial page which was there in our React app here was that style was coming from this. Fine. So this is the app.css, and we import the CSS file in our index, that app.js. You see, in app.js, we are having this import in, and in the braces in the column, we are having dot then slash app.css. Fine. And that logo we are importing like this: import logo from dot slash logo dot svg, and that logo is here. Fine. And this app.taste.js is basically for testing purpose. Like if you are building such a good website, I mean, if you want to add in a production, then you definitely needs to have some testing files to test your React app, to test your front end logic. Fine. So now let's just do it like this. Fine. And I just navigate to this Diaz folder, and yep. Oh, okay, fine. And so we are here, and just keep it web view here so it would be more clear. Fine. So first of all, we have to import some packages to build and render and just return our component to the app component, right? And right now I'm not having anything anything details of this ds.js in our app component, right? So just let me expand this. Fine. So nothing is there in app.js. You see, we have not imported anything from ds.js. Fine. So now we first need to import React, the basic React module in our ds.js. Fine. So I'll just type import React from React. So basically you can just type like this for to import different packages in your JS file. And let me add another file for adding the CSS. So I'll add file called diaz.css. So this would be basically a diaz.css file. Let me open the tab, and to import this CSS file, I just type like this: import and column and diaz.css. Fine. Basically, this D is small. Fine. Cool. So now, fine. So we have imported two modules. Basically, one is CSS and one is React. And let's just create a simple function. Basically, I'll just use that variable function to define our component, our Diaz component, right? So I'll just type const is a constants, and Diaz, which is a constant variable name, and then space, and then I just add the properties, or you can say the parameters that we want to transfer from app.js to Diaz. Fine. This would be a props, and just let's delete it. And you see, this is our function called Diaz. And to import this dia into a different file, we have to export it from this. Okay, you can have different functions, or you can say different component in one component, right? You can define another component like this, like const Diaz. Let's type Diaz1 equals to props. You can just type anything in instead of props, but the props is a official name to define properties that we are passing from one component to another component. Fine. And from here you can just type like this. Fine. and we have to export it from this. So for that, you see, this is the recommendation that Replit showing you. It's super fast that you can just code anything. If you just forgot anything regarding React, then it will show you some recommendation. And if you don't know the this syntax and how you can create functions, then just uh, get the help from any good YouTube channel, or the official documentation of React and JavaScript, right? Or you can just go to the W3 school, it is there as well. Fine, great. And now I'll just export default dias. Fine. So this default means that only dias will be exported from this file. And if I do like this, export dias, then if I put it in a braces, then I can export more than one component from one component.js file. I'll just import this dias one as well, and let's do it as capital so it is more clear. Fine, and now we'll just we are having some ready-made code for this dia. It is available in CodePen. So for that, I'll have to return some business logic from this component to another component. Fine, and for that, I'll use return, because from function we are returning something. Fine. So basically, we just call return, and let's append the semicolon, and then let's just type anything in div hello. Okay, let's see, Replit from the as component. Fine. So we have exported this dia, and we have returned this division tag, which is hello Replit from dias. So let's just make it h2, the header tag, so it would be more clear in the website. Fine. And now you have to import this component in your app.js. So let me open this app.js in another tab, and now you have to just import it here. So for that, you just import let's say dias from .bs, but it is not .bs. It is situated in component folder. So we'll just do dot then slash then component, and let's just close it. And you see we are having this error because in the dias.js we have exported two files, and these two component are in curly braces. So we have to put it in a curly brace. Fine. And here we are having this error in okay, we are not having this dias.js. So basically, let me just see. Okay, it is fine. So it is saying that module not found. You attempt to import component which is uh, false out self of project src directory relative imports. Okay, fine. So fine. So let's just uh, do it. And now let's just open this d.js. Fine. Let's just comment it right now, and let's just use default keyword here, and let's just save it. And now That just import in this. So I guess this uh, all fine, all good. Mhm. Great. Still we are having so let's restart the server. Mhm. Okay, so let's see. We are not having anything in our website, so let's just remove this line and let's refresh, and I guess this should work. Okay, it is working, but why it is giving the error? Because we are importing dias from C- dias.js. I guess everything is fine. So let's just put these dias in this src folder. So I guess it should clear. And now let's just see. And just let's make it as a function, a simple function component. Okay. Okay. Now it should work. Fine. So we have imported dias in our app.js because basically the problem was like we were importing this dias.js from this component, but it was not recognizing in app.js. But fine, we have added dias.js in this app.js file, and now if we refresh this page, then there would no difference in the website. Fine, but if I add this dias component in after this hello replit, then the code which is here in dias will be replaced. Okay. Mm, fine. So I guess there is a still mistake in. It should work. Okay. Now it is default. Now it should work. Now if we click on refresh, then you see this hello replit from dias component is replaced by this app.js file. Fine. And this line hello replit from dias component is here in dias, and we are importing that dias in this app.js file. Fine. And now let's just put this dias.css in src folder, and now this should resolve. So it will take some time to compile, and you see it is successfully compiled. And as we are not having anything in ds.css, it will not show anything in that, right? Now we just use this template code in our website, in our React website. So first of all, I just copy this css in our ds.css. So if you are familiar with a front end, then you will know how this css works. Fine, it is having margin padding, then font family, background, and some other keyframes to animate that react, that dia. Fine. So and now In the dias, I'll add this HTML file. Fine. So I'll just replace this hello replit from dias with this HTML file. And now let's just refresh this page. So now this text would be replaced by the dia. Understood? Because we are adding that all these dias HTML file, HTML code in the dias component, and we are just importing in app.js, and this component will be replaced by this return stuff. Fine. If I click on refresh, that you see, I guess it is not visible. So mhm. I guess I need to remove this as well. Fine. So let us see. It is still not visible. So basically, it is giving some style prop error. It is saying that style prop value must be an object. Okay. So let's see the line number 10 in ds.js. So okay, so that should be basically in React you cannot define style like this. Fine. So I'll just remove it, and let's just see now the page. And now you see our page is working perfectly. I guess. Thanks a lot. Okay, so you see the page is working, and the way you can define that style is you have to add in two curly braces, and here you have to just okay, you have to add, let's just remove right now this stuff, and let's just add it. And you see now I can able to see the style here. You see it is working fine. And to add the inline css, basically this is the inline css in html. In simple html we just type like this style, and then we can define the style here. Now let's add this color as well in inline css. So basically I just type comma, and then this color property, and in the color property I have to just add this colors. Okay, so now let me refresh. I guess now it's working, and the color is also changed, right? So this is how you can just create different components in the React, and how you can just find stuff. And you see there is a lots of documentation about React. Fine. So if I click on getting started with React, then you see it is having all the different stuff in a one blog. You can say there are different tutorials blogs, and there is a community. From there you can just get help on your errors and all. Fine. So I guess we have imported this CSS, this React, and now to let's just define the routers, how you can route your page. Fine. And for that you need a package called React Router DOM. Fine. And for that I have to install the React router, and with the command called npm install React Router DOM. So basically, this shell will install this React Router DOM package React in our React app. So I'll just click on enter, and you see it will fast import all the required packages, and the React Router DOM will be installed and it will show in this package.json file. And you see this React Router DOM is now installed in our file. And from here in app.js, you can just add different routers. So for that, I have to import the React router in app.js file. So I'll just import like import, then I need to type browser router. Okay. Um, as router and route link from React router. It is not React router, it is React router DOM, because we have installed this React router DOM. And this route and link, I guess, not required. I guess route will be required. So let's just remove this link for now. And now I'll define a route for these dias. So basically, let's just remove it right now, and let's just type hello dias. Fine. And now let's just have a router in our React. So let's just add it, router. And now let's just refresh. So now this is the recommendation comes from this Replit. So basically this is the router, the opening bracket of this router. Basically this is a browser router, and this is the closing bracket. And in the division tag I am defining the route, the different routes. So basically if I am having in a root path, then this component will be replaced by this router. Fine. This router will be replaced by this component, which is dias. Fine. So I guess there should not be any errors. Okay, fine. It is not having any errors. So let's just refresh it. And okay, so we are having some issue. So let's just remove this hello dias and this division tag as well. Fine. And now let's just refresh it, and it is not still visible. Okay, so there are some issue, I guess, in dias. Okay, I just test again. Okay, it is dias. Fine. Okay, fine. So it is working, I guess, but it is not showing in a dias. Fine. So let's just add a division tag here. Basically there is a problem with css, because if anything is having another node in our DOM, then there would not be anything else. Okay, so now it is working fine. So okay, fine. So now let's just have a router here, and in the router I'm having a dias. Fine. So if I click on refresh, I guess it's still not visible. So let's just have uh, two functions in one component. I'll just copy it and I'll just paste it here, and I named as dias2, dias1. And we don't export default, we'll export two components from one file. Now let's remove it. We have exported dias and dias1, and in app.js we have to put this dias in braces, right? So now we are not having any error, And now I'm importing this dias 1 and here as well. And let's just remove this dias. And here, instead of this dia, I'll just type in the division tag. I'm having one h1 tag, and I'm just right. Hello, Replit. Fine. So let's just refresh it. Hmm, I guess it is not still visible. Fine. We are exporting and in dias 1. In the CSS, I guess I need to change something in the CSS. Okay, so I guess the problem is coming from here. So now let's see. It's still not visible. Let's now paste. What is this happening? It is still not visible. Okay, in the path. I guess the problem is with route. Okay. Okay. I guess it is working, but it is not. Router is not working in this app.js, and for that, we have to just put router here, and in the router we have to type routes and exec. Let's just add this exec, and then let's just uh, put this component. Hope it will. It is still not working. So for that, they just stack just router is not working. Mhm. So let's see the version of our React Router DOM. So it is 6.4.2. So let's see the React Router 6.4.2, and let's see here. Okay, we have imported router, and mhm, I have to provide router in our main.jsx. Fine. So I guess that's the issue. Let's just copy this as well, and I guess this is a way how you can just debug your code. Fine. It's not the issues that I am facing every time, but let's just do it in index.js. Fine. So for that, I'll import this all stuff from React Router DOM, and in the React DOM, we have to just put that. What was that? I guess React.strict mode, and in this I have to write as stuff. Fine. And here I'll just define this router. So I guess this is done, maybe. So let's just remove it. Okay, now let's see. I guess we are not having any error. So let's just see if it is working. Okay, so you see, it is the router is now working. Okay, fine. So basically, in the older version, you don't need to just do this to create the routers, the browser router, and add in the index.js. But yeah, I guess this is the efficient, I guess, the right way to manipulate the router. Fine. And in the element you can just replace the dias from this component. So in app.js, I guess we have imported this in dias.1. Fine. So basically we can do this stuff in app.js. So I guess let's do in app.js as well. So you can just have a single workflow and you can just see the stuff. So basically in the index.js, fine. Just a minute. Fine. And in the return app, I'll be having this router provider. And in the router, let's just have a division tag here. I guess it's not required, but let's just add the tag. And in that, let's just add this to stuff. Now I guess it should work. And let's just remove it from here. I guess we have removed it. Okay, so now let's just close this index.js and let's open this app.js file. And now we have imported this React router in our app.js like this. So let's just remove it, is not required as well. And we are creating a router and we are routing to this hello world from app. Let's just type from app. And now let's just check. Hope it will work. And you see it is working. It is working and it is saying hello world from app. Fine. So now I guess the issue was with the router because we were not configuring the things based on these routers. Fine. And now you can just add dias component here. So you can just type dias and we can also import dias from SRC. Fine. And I guess this is now not required. But let me delete these as well. Fine. Now I guess this should work. So let's see. Okay, so it is having an error that they are not billing as a React child. So I guess this should be a component. I guess we have to just check the React router documentation and okay. So we have to type element and then just type, not, we just need to type here a just element tag. Fine. Basically bias. So let's now check. You see it is working and it is saying hello world from Diwali and we just remove this ds.css. So I'll just add again and let me just remove this commit as well. And now you see and it is working fine. Okay, thank god. Fine. So basically like this. In the newer version you can just route your apps, and if let's just add another router. So I'm just adding path as say that Replit is a Replit path, and here I want to add element, and in the element I just add h1 tag and just type hello from Replit router. Fine. And let's just add comma here as well. And now let me refresh the page. And now you see this dias will appear on this root website. And if you type replit slash replit, then that uh, this hello from replit router will appear here. So I guess you understood that how you can route different pages. Here you can have another component, like we have defined here dias1. So we can just add another component here, and let's call as dias1. And here let's just define dias1, and here they just remove this one, and hello world from happy Diwali, just happy Diwali from Replit wraps. Fine. So now I export it here, and I'll just import like this. Okay, it is not working, and for that I have to import from here as well. So I guess it is working. It should work. So let's see and replay. So you see, this text is showing that Happy Diwali from Replit Wraps. And if I go to the root page, then it will show this dia. Fine. So that's it for this session. We were having lots of troubles, I guess, but it was a fun, right? I just open this in a new tab, and will I am sharing this in chat. And so yeah, I guess fine. And here you can have different stuff, like in this doc you can have secret keys. You can define your secret keys. You can have a debugger, you can have a database, or the provided by Replit. And there is a lot of stuff like document authentication, docs, threads, chat. You can have a chat with your friends which are working on your project. Fine. So, and you can have a settings as well. It's fine. So I guess that's enough for this session. I hope you enjoyed this one, and hope we will meet in interesting one, right? So I'll also share my profile. You can also follow me on the Rapid platform. If you have any questions regarding Replit and all any other thing, or you can say React, then you can just contact me on Replit, or you can find the different website links. I guess you can find me on LinkedIn as well. So I guess that's it for today's session. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you soon in the next one. So yeah, thank you so much, and thanks for watching. And yeah, one more thing, like we were giving the hacker plans to the viewers, and I'll contact you via mail. I guess I'm having all of your uh, mails I'm having. So I'll just mail you, and I'll just give you the hacker code, and only you just need to redeem it. Don't share to anyone, and if you share, then your hacker plan will be expired, or I guess it would be rejected. Fine. So yeah, thanks for watching, and the winners I'll shortlist from this chat and we'll share via mail. So yeah, thank you so much, and thanks for watching this session. Hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you.